right, y'all. What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Wiley Show. It is windy out here today, but nevertheless, I said, hey, I have to come on and do it live with y'all today. Now, last night, I was going to do it with y'all last night. I said, listen, I'm going to come and do the live with y'all. But when I tell you I was tired last night, don't get me wrong, I was tired. So, you know, when you get up, you be just so tired. And I said, hey, I want to make sure that I'm fully awake. And we already did multiple videos yesterday. So let's go and do it today. Let's be refreshed, sleep for 8 hours. Let's come do it today. I was so tired I couldn't even eat none last night. That's how tired I was. Because typically my days start in the morning. We do a couple of, approve some posts, see what's going on in the blogs, prepare for YouTube, do YouTube videos. Then tonight we go and do some more YouTube videos tonight. Then we got to go to work for 8 hours, and then we do it all over again. So it's typically my day starts in the morning. Today I kind of slipped in because I really worked yesterday, a lot yesterday, and so today we do it really well. A lot of people need to understand when you run a blog and you don't have a team of people, it is a lot of work, but it's good work. And I want to tell you, I'm not going to complain about it. It's just really good work that you're putting in hours and hours of good work. Because at the end it's going to pay off. So you're building your own table, and just to keep the numbers, just to keep about 500 a day, it can be a challenge. You know what I'm saying? Because we want a solid number to come on the website a day, and reach those goals. And sometimes we reach it, sometimes we do above that. So we try to be reasonable. We try to do a bare minimum of a day, 500 visitors a day. So we have to make sure we are producing content to make people return back on the site. And so we have been doing really good on the site. And I appreciate most of this week we have reached that 500 visitors a day. Most of the days we have reached that, and more likes, more people are commenting, more people are subscribing to the website, and which I appreciate that. But it is difficult. It is very difficult to make your site stand out, make it stand out. So we got a lot of other stories that we try to look at. Okay, this is a story we just dropped. So it's one particular story we are working on that nobody is talking about, that we are going to discuss on the website. So be on the lookout for that. But we are here live for another episode. I'm just waiting on the people to come on in here. I do say from the bottom of my heart, y'all did a great job yesterday. Y'all had came through and called into the show multiple times on yesterday, and it was just a good day. So we have a lot to discuss. Let's get into our first topic, and I'm not shocked and surprised. Many of y'all shouldn't be shocked and surprised because we predicted this on yesterday. And let's talk about this whole thing with Sukihanna and YK Osiris. She did accept his apology, and she wrote a statement about, she want to move forward. It was a very lengthy statement, but also YK Osiris have another allegation. Another woman claimed to be the former employee of YK Osiris and said that he assaulted her. And so a lot of people are saying, oh, she's clout chasing, all this and this. But we are in that time of the Me Too Time's Up. And according to that movement, that we must listen to all women, whether they're telling the truth or not. Okay. So it's on the website. We posted this on yesterday. And YK Osiris' former employer accuses him of alleged sexual assault. And that is definitely a former employee. YK Osiris came forward accusing the singer of assault, and she's backing Sukihanna 100%. Also, this is what she have posted. Let me see if there's any music playing in this. Okay, let's listen to what she have to say, and then we will give our commentary really quickly. All right, so here we go. I want to make sure we play that because that's actually on the website. So let me screen share this and play it for you guys, and y'all let me know if y'all can actually hear it. So give me a quick second here. Here we go.
I'm empathetic towards you, and I'm also envious of you. Because like this, I'm empathetic towards you, and I'm also envious of you. Because luckily for you, the things that happened to you happened in a space where it was public, and it eventually made it to the internet so people could see exactly what type of person an individual is. And the reason why I'm envious is because a person like me that experienced the same exact thing with the same person didn't get the opportunity to show the whole world the things that were said, that were done to me individually behind closed doors. And because this person likes to get on the internet and cry and make it seem like he's such a person that just can't do any wrong, I didn't want to look like a person who was just clout chasing or lying. But let it be known that now that it's all over the internet, this is nothing new or nothing shy of behavior that I have experienced myself.
Okay, so that is what she said. She have experienced herself. This is a fashion stylist claim that while working for Osiris, she experienced the same type of assault as Sukihanna from the same exact person. She also states that the only difference between the two is that her was in private while Sukihanna was in public for everyone to see, that she didn't the opportunity to show the world the things that were said, done to her in private by Osiris. They also say, I'm pretty sure more victims will come forward to prove how much of a creep he really is. When they do, the Wiley Show will be rating. And hashtag Black protect Black women is what is being said. Now, I told y'all yesterday, I said, listen, more victims are going to come out because you are creating the atmosphere of coming out and painting this picture that you are, our abuser. And we put this out there. The issue is with this that I understand why Sukihanna apologized, because she have already dealt with massive backlash. So she wants this story to go away. And then it's going to be very damaging to her career to actually be out here singing and rapping about her body parts when people have already, and it's going to kind of like bring some damage to her career. Me personally, I think that, she's going to take a break. When I say a break from actually doing interviews, because that's the main question are going to come up. It's about, what about what Osiris did to you? So typically she's going to take a big break from interviews. Or if I were her, I wouldn't take a big break from interviews, because this is something that will dive into, give you more publicity in return, give you more streams in return, give you more people to subscribe to your show. I think that it would be an honor for her to do this, because it would bring more people on her side. She would typically reach those suburban women that typically would like to listen to that type of music, and just do a whole 360. Maybe she can do a song to empower women to speak up when things happen to them unjustly. I think that, she could do stuff outside of just talking about her body parts. I really believe so. So again, we put this out here. We were talking about it, and we stand with her. Let me read y'all comments. Somebody said, I'm all for women expressing themselves sexually, but she needs to tone it down if she's sensitive about this stuff. No, I don't think she needs to tone it down. What needs to happen is, see, that the problem is they coming for her. Nobody is telling, and shout out to Whack 100, because he came out and he dissed Osiris. He said those men that were sitting beside him should have did something. I want to say this. He need to stop. Osiris need to stop doing what he doing. See, the problem is y'all are focused on the woman. Typically, that's what happens. The women get attacked, and the abuser, they get a pass. Because we put the abuse on the victim and say, well, because of the clothes you had on, or because you was fast. You know what I'm saying? But they don't say nothing about the guy. They don't say, well, he shouldn't have did that. They're putting it all on her because of what she rap about, what she sing about. I mean, Nicki Minaj rap about a lot of things about her body parts. Do you think I can just go up to Nicki Minaj and just slap her down? No, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You can't. Just because Beyonce say bootylicious, do that mean that I can just go grab her by the butt and just grab? No, you can't do that. Julia's her security. I probably wouldn't even live to tell the story, or I probably would be sending somebody prison right now. So you can't do that. Despite what they rap about, what they sing about, regardless, you can't do that. Just like you can't do that to a male artist, because a male artist be saying slob on my knob like corn on the cob. That don't mean you could just pull down that man's pants and just slob on his knob like corn on the cob. That's a song. Now he probably do that in his private life all day long, but he don't want a random person to just pull his pants down and then in public just to do that without his permission. Like, no, like I just don't understand it at all. Just like Kaya said, my neck, my back, lick my, and my, she don't mean that you just pull her clothes or her dress or everything off just to start doing that just because she rap about that. You get my point? Do you hear my point? Do you hear my point here? Do you hear my point? And people keep saying, well, her action do not mean his actions is wrong. You cannot, just because a woman is rapping and she's showing her actions, what she's rapping about, does not give you the permission to put your lips on her without her permission. I just had to say that verbatim. And yes, he apologized. Yes, she accepted his apology. But still, we're talking about that wicked behavior because I do believe that Osiris definitely need to, get some serious consequences, because that's not right to think that it's okay to go up to a woman and just do that. Because the average Joe don't have that. They just can't go. If they would have done it to the white girl, it's people that's in jail right now because they kiss a person without their permission, or an allegation. Look at Byron Banks. I mean, a whole lie was told about him, and he served time in prison off a lie because she claimed that he, attacked her. She claimed that he had attacked her at school, and they pretty much believed her. And she sued the school district, got millions, and he went to jail, went to prison, and he couldn't even play football. He had a promising football career, and then now he got out, found out that she lied, and she got caught on tape lying, and still his career was never the same. He still wasn't able to go and have the successful football career. By the time he started playing football professionally, his prime was up, like his prime was over. And then yet this woman is still out here walking around free. So in that regard, that's an extreme case. And then now you see a case where a brother is broken the law clearly, and then the people are pretty much on his side and against her. Like, we got to stop that, because I would want the same respect for you if somebody were to come up to you and kiss you. If you didn't give that person permission to kiss you or to have the situation, then you deserve to be respected. You deserve to be not be violated because you didn't give that person permission to slob you down. Do you hear what I'm saying? So that's why we talk about this case verbatim, and we dive into this case verbatim, and we will continue to talk about this all day long, because he clearly was wrong. He clearly was wrong. He was not right for what he did. He was completely wrong. Press 1 in the chat if you believe that YK Osiris was wrong. I just want to see what the women are saying, because most of y'all are women. So press 1 in the chat if you believe YK Osiris was wrong. Press 1 in the chat if you believe that YK Osiris was wrong. Press 1. I want to see where y'all headspace is at. Press 1 if you believe YK Osiris was wrong. Press 1. Okay. Let me see where y'all heads. Press 2. He wasn't wrong. He innocent. He ain't wrong. He ain't did nothing wrong. Press 2 if you believe that. Press 1 if you believe. If you're a brother too, thank you to the brothers that are here. Time Out Sports Podcast said, I'm a brother and he was wrong. I'm a man and he was wrong. Press 1 if you believe it's wrong. Okay. Do we have anyone? Okay. Let's press 1 if you believe he was wrong. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Miss Berry, you didn't see what happened. Well, YK Osiris decided to come up to Sukihanna at a basketball game and kiss her without her permission, slap her down right there, start massaging her without her permission. That's what actually happened. It was on the website. Okay. Yes. All right. So you are caught up on that. And that's why I'm like, oh, Miss Berry, you need to be on the website. You need to be checking out our website. Let me drop that link up in there right now, because I want you to be aware of what's going on. And you make sure you check out WileyShow.com, because you will be fully aware of what's going on culturally in this. I'm going to pin it in the comments, because I want you to be aware of what's going on here. So you'll be aware of what's going on. So give me a second while I pin that and everything. So I want to make sure. Okay, so many people feel like she had it coming because of her music. That's wrong. It was dead wrong. He should have known better. When a woman is back in a way that is a signal for you to stop, sir. Oh my God, that's terrible. I don't think she had it come, but that's wrong. See if you want to concede that was wrong. Right. Okay, I'm just making sure y'all pretty much everybody in the chat came up to an anonymous decision that he was wrong. And then, of course, we will open up the phone lines and allow you all to call in. I just had to hear y'all point of view on this particular topic. Now, let's go to our another topic here, Casanova. Now, Casanova, I hope I said his name. Did I say his name right? Casanova. Let me say I said his name right. I believe I said his name right. If I said it wrong, my bad. But he begging the judge right now because he want to get up out of prison. I mean, he want to get up out of jail, prison, whatever he doing. And this is something that a team member sent to me. And so I want to make sure that we have that in here. Give me a second. I believe that's Casanova. Did I say his name right? I hope I said it right. If I said it wrong, my apologies. So Casanova renounces gang ties and leniency. I hope I said it right. Leniency letter to judge. He's asking the judge for a lighter sentence. Okay. He asking the judge to, according to legal documents obtained by TMZ, Casanova 2X is asking a federal jury not to throw the book at him, a federal judge not to throw the book at him. And after pleading guilty in a drug trafficking RICO case, and he has announced his gang affiliation, proved he's committed to changing his life around. The Roc Nation rapper begged the judge for a lighter sentence, and he renounced his Gorilla Stone Nation blood ties and promised to continue to speak out against gang life. Casanova, whose real name is Caswell Senior, says that he used the gang life to build a rep in a rap game, but asserts he's no longer wants any parts of the fast life. The sad tripping rapper said that his lack of a father figure aided his decision to look towards the street life, but says the hip hop created a positive outlet for him despite his circumstances. He added that he wanted to speak against gang life while incarcerated, and said that he met other people behind bars that will help him with his anti-gang campaign. For the drug and RICO case, Casanova faced up to 60 years in prison. His sentence is scheduled for later this month, okay, which he won't get off. He will serve some time. Maybe not 60, but his life is pretty much over. He's going to be serving close to 20, then 60, 20, 25 years he will be getting. Again, this is a prime example of guys in hip-hop want to build this rep, and they want to get some street cred, and they actually doing street behavior, and they're getting caught. There is nobody in this rap game that is black that's going to continue to get away being in the street life and in rap game and think they're going to have a successful career. They're not, because most of them officers, they will build their career. Prosecutors build their careers of throwing away popular, rich black artists, because most of the time these artists like himself is making more money than police officers, detectives, and also these prosecutors. So they will build their careers off of throwing these people up in jail. So throw them in jail. So just because you're denouncing your gang life, you have already committed a crime. If that's the case, then everybody named mama could just go and commit crime and just write a letter and say, okay, Your Honor, I'm done with the gang. I got caught. Now I don't no longer want to be a gangman. Everybody named mama will write that type of letter, correct? Everybody named mama would be like, well, I joined the gang because I didn't have a father. And that's what made me join the gang and sell all these drugs and do all this and everything like that. And I did it because of to keep a little street cred in the rap industry. No, absolutely not. Okay. You the one that wanted to join and don't know how to, or you come into the lifestyle and the gang culture and don't know how to change your friends. You have to be able to change your inner circle. When you're bringing street people into the music industry, they don't know how to distinguish being in that street life than in being in the industry. And they bring that and they drag you down. Now you locked up. And then now you want to cut them off, but it's too late. You should have cut them off when you got signed. Okay? You should have cut them off when you got signed to a contract and you got signed to Roc Nation and you got signed. Okay, but I'm done with the lifestyle. I got to focus on my career. And either they respect that or they don't. But you would have came out better doing that, but it's still bringing them and still get involved with the crime. And then now you're in prison. Now you got to beg. Now you're in jail. Now you got to beg the judge, oh, don't give me a huge sentence. Like, no, they're going to throw, when you got a RICO case, you serving some time. They're not going to let you off for 3 years. It's a deterrence thing, and they're going to throw the book at you because you're black, because you're popular, and I'm going to build my career off of throwing you behind bars. So, again, for y'all young brothers and sisters that want to get in the business, you in the street life, when you get signed, throw them away. Get away. I have siblings that they don't know how to distinguish the lifestyle, the gang lifestyle, and living a life without crime. And then every time they get around that crew, they get back into the sucked into this revolving cycle behind bars because you have not cut the people off. And there's more you go to the same people that ain't doing nothing, the Pookie and Ray Ray and them and your crew, you're gonna keep going back to prison. And then you're gonna wake up one day, you spend most of your 20s in prison. Your 20s supposed to be out learning different things, and then now you got to tell people I done pretty much spent most of my 20s behind closed doors. And some people outgrow that, and some people just go for it. They just pass away from it. It just drags them away. It's people in their 30s in and out of prison, in their 40s in and out of prison. They live pretty much their entire life in and out of prison. Some people just die in prison because they never knew how to get away from this sickness. It is a mental disorder to think that it's okay to be around these same people, commit all this crime, and think that it's cool. It's not. Because not only are you dragging yourself, but most of these guys, they have children, and they go through this cycle to have to see their dad in prison. It's very disgusting. And then you in prison, and you got to call your family members. Hey, man, can you call them buddy? But you're not learning. Most of these guys in prison don't learn. They still out here connected with the same people that got them in prison in the first place. It's like you got to learn. You got to say, oh, bro, I'm done with this. I'm in prison. Let me take this time to work on my education, get a degree. Let me get a skill set. So when I get up out of here, if I do, I don't have to come back into prison. The problem is some of these guys just so addicted to the streets. And then they come out, and within less than 6 months, you right back in prison. It's just like, I just don't understand it. Like, I go to jail one time. That's it. You ain't gonna see me keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Because I don't know what people see into being behind closed bars. I just don't. You don't have no freedom. You can't leave when you want to leave. You can't get up when you want to get up. You got to use the restroom with everybody watching you. You know what I'm saying? You can't shower privately. You shower with other guys. I don't understand it. Like, if once you go the first time, it should be a lessons learned. But some of these guys don't learn that lesson. They just come right back out and become worse than criminals. Look at, and it's not just guys that's in the street that just does drugs. Look at people that scam. Look at the guy that came out, MC Shaky, was in prison, served almost a decade in prison for scamming and for, being a scammer. And then came out, was writing a book, talking about his experience being in prison, was on bingo making money, and scammed the Second Chance program. He scammed them out of money. And then now he's right back in prison. And then the prison was bad, treat him bad. The toileting system was bad. The plumbing system was bad. So he was begging his followers to contact the prison. But you'd have never been in prison if you'd have stopped scamming. And now you serving more time in prison. Like, and then you losing weight because you are addicted to this lifestyle. Instead of you going to some mental health treatment and get on some type of medication or some extensive therapy, you're right back in prison and serving a long time. And you didn't have to do it. That was greed. Just like this particular rapper you see on the screen didn't have to do drugs because he would make the money from touring. He was attached to Jay-Z. He was attached to Rock Nation. He was attached to all of this type of thing. No telling where his career would have been if he would have just stopped getting into the lifestyle. And now he's in prison. And then the women that you with, she's going to be taking it by the next guy. She ain't going to be single forever. I mean, ain't nobody going to wait for you for no 30, 40 years. That's just not going to happen at all. None of these women ain't even going to wait for you for 3 years. You think she going to wait for you about almost 2 decades if you get it? But we'll keep y'all updated on this case. He didn't commit a new crime, though. He was out knowing he could go back. Just crazy. He already did. It's just really, really crazy. He has definitely been in jail longer than he was in the industry. Yes, and he deserved to be in there. Yes, he just got assaulted, I think, yesterday or something. Yeah, and then most of the time they assault themselves just to get out, and they think that's going to be simple. Most of the time it's like even R. Kelly, he kind of had somebody to hit him in prison or to get out early, and it didn't work. They just transferred him. Yeah, they just transferred him. They said, so that's how they go. All right. Great. This is so sad, man. Just another young brother in prison wasting away his life because of the foolish decision. I know some things out of your control. If you mentally disabled, like you have a mental problem, you're not in your right mind, I understand. You don't need to be in prison. You need to be in some extensive mental treatment. But if you're just out here conscious, just really just out here slinging dope, robbing people, carjacking people, just saying that saying can be you just want to be out here doing some effed up crap. Then you deserve to sit it out. You really deserve to sit it out in prison. Yeah, because like in Chicago, they deal with a lot of carjacking. And I was telling somebody recently, I said, listen, they need to change the laws and they need to throw the book at these carjackers. And when I say the book, I'm talking about 20 years in prison. Lock them up. 20 years in prison. No more slapping the wrist. No more charge him as a juvenile. Don't charge him as an adult. They just start changing the juvenile laws and be like, okay, y'all got to serve 20 years. If you want to carjack, you're going to be washing cars, learn how to build cars, washing about 100 cars a day, shining the tires. So you will never want to even drive in a car because you going through so much, all this stuff. They really need to change the laws because it's getting out of hand. They really, they need to put a law that if somebody's in your vehicle, you have a right to take them out. Like some laws, I'm saying some serious laws need to be changed in this country because a lot of people, it was one particular woman, and I don't know why I'm on the subject, but I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna move on. She just worked hard for her vehicle and they bust the windows out. And she said, I worked so hard for my car and I got to spend thousands to get everything replaced. And I don't have it like that. And these people are minding their own business, but I said the laws have to change. And it's sad that we have to say this, but it have to be a deterrent. Like, because some of these people, you can have all the programs in the world, but they still want to be out here and do crime stuff. And as I said, you must throw the book at them. No more giving them out in a year or 6 months. No, you need to be like 10 or 15, 20 years in prison for carjacking, period. You need to get some serious time and watch crime decrease when he's talking about it. You would think twice about doing that. If you go into my car, you spend the next 20 years in prison, the next 30 years in prison, it will go down, period. Throw the book at it. Okay, and if you injure somebody because of it, you need to get life. All right, period. I just got to say that. Now, I just had to say that. Okay, now we want to get into this other subject here about y'all know about Mr. John. All right, we are already told about his daughter. Now he came out and he was talking about what really happened to him in the hospital room. He reported his daughter and said it was his daughter that accused his daughter of elder abuse. Now he was in the hospital room, in the hospital bed, and they said John Amos is claiming he's the victim of elder abuse by the hands of his daughter Shannon. In a new video shared on social media by John's son Casey Amos, Good Times and Roots, they said the allegation against Sharon claiming that he feels that she has taken advantage of him. She would be the primary suspect if you would, John 83 said in the video. So came out verbatim and said it. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. All right, give me a second. Let's screen share this. I want y'all to hear this because he's now blaming the daughter. I knew it had to be some suspicious when she's asking for $300,000. I believe either the daughter or the son, but somehow it is a family thing going on, and I do believe it needs to be investigated. And this didn't need to be leaked out or recorded, but everybody have an interest in this, and it's really sad. So let's go and share this, and here we go. Okay, let's hear what John had to say. All right, let's press play. Here we go. Oh, wait a minute. I don't want to do that. I want to play it right here. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. So I got to do it this way. Give me 1 second, you guys. Let me screen share this. And then we will be here to play this. And this is what he had to say. All right. Let me know if y'all can hear it. Okay. Press play.
Problems you're experiencing legally and what you would like us to do for you, and then I can tell you what we can do, what we can't do, and how long it'll take or how short it'll take.
Okay. I'm an 83-year-old man, and I have 2 children. My son is here with me in the hospital in Memphis. He's at my bedside, and I'm not in the hospital as a result of anything that happened recently, other than the fact that about a month ago I was hospitalized because I was suffering from
water retention,
and a couple of other issues, all of which have been corrected. or at least addressed. I'm very capable and I'm very confident in the doctors that I have here and the medical staff that my son has assembled around me. So I feel really good about that. My main issues are that I feel that I was, prior to entering the hospital, I had some ongoing issues with my daughter, who I feel has taken advantage of me, and she would be the primary uh, suspect, if you would. I don't know if that's the right term to use or not, but she's the one that I would attribute my elderly abuse to. And it's definitely a case of elderly abuse because, as I said,
There you go. And I personally believe that a third party need to investigate this, because I believe it's two siblings fighting for the care of the father. I believe it is some misappropriation of funds. I believe one person is blaming the other person. It is time for a third party to get involved. I believe this needs to go to the courts, and the judge needs to investigate and get somebody to thoroughly investigate these allegations to see what is going on. And they need to open up his records to see if his money is being spent correctly for his care. Then we saw another video of Mr. John accusing his son of being on drugs. So it's a lot of pieces moving on, and I believe that the courts need to get involved and get somebody to investigate these allegations, like they did Wendy Williams, and they was able to get a conservative outside the family, and they got that to protect Wendy Williams' money. I believe that need to be the same case with John. I don't believe this should be discussed on social media. That is not our business. The courts need to get involved because somebody is guilty of this, period. Somebody is doing something ain't right. I feel like the son is kind of ruthless in recording his father in the hospital bed, and recording this on social media. Then there was another video that was recorded, an old video that was recorded when he wasn't even in the hospital. I'm sorry, he was still in the hospital, and they recorded an old video. Is this it? Oh no, that's an old video. Okay, he deleted it. It was like an old video that they recorded of his father. It said, one me and one me and one, like an old video. It's just too much. This is why a third party must get involved. Somebody is using John and abusing him in some regard. I do believe some abuse is there and some manipulation is there. And so money is involved. John have a lot of money. I mean, I just did my research. They said John get a lot of residual checks from Good Times, from Roots, from Coming to America. They said he get a bag every month, a good bag. So it's money involved. And and now that this have came out, somebody is abusing somebody. And I don't believe the sister or the brother. Definitely don't believe the brother right now, because the father was talking about him being back on drugs and all that good stuff. And I heard him being recorded saying John was saying this. So I hope that the courts get involved to investigate these allegations, to see and to open up his records, his financial bank account records. And if they see money is just being spent on the son or on the daughter, or somebody just wasting the money, then the bank should freeze those accounts and give complete authority, let the courts get involved to pick somebody to be his conservative and for his care. Now, I do also believe the daughter definitely do not need a $500,000 GoFundMe. That is nothing but a scam, because John is not broke. He's not a broke man. He get plenty of money a month. But if you're wasting his money and spending it on yourself and other people, or if in this case, what they're rumor on the word on the street is that his son is on drugs. If you spend it on the drug life, then all that money would be wasted. That's when the courts need to get involved. And it's just something. It's just the courts definitely need to get involved, because it's very disturbing to see this. And it was greatly disturbing to post this man personal information on the internet, telling the world where he's at in Memphis, putting it out all on Instagram. I believe his son was out of order to do it. I don't think it was right. I think that's a very private moment. And I don't think the public needs to know that your father's in the hospital room, supposed to be recovering, talking to, I believe, his lawyer. He was talking to somebody, probably his lawyer. and it's being recorded. Again, I don't think that was ruthless, and I think that was clout chasing to exploit your father to get out a narrative for the blogs. That doesn't make any sense. Now, to the sister's point, yes, an investigation have been brought about the sister. I believe People magazine, somebody confirmed that it is an open investigation about elder abuse. But this is why the courts need to get involved. So it's praying for it. It's all around just crazy, to see this. I'm not shocked to see things are going around and money is involved. It's just really, really sad, man. That's why elderly people, when y'all are younger and y'all right mind, y'all need to set things up. And if you know your child is a piece of crap, don't allow your child to be over your money. Sometimes you have to get somebody outside your family that you can trust that could be over your finances. You know what I'm saying? Because one day you will get older. That's what I tell everybody. Make sure your money is set up well. So, and don't just, you should know your children. And if you know they got a bad drug habit, don't let them be over your millions of dollars that's coming in. Don't do that. So, my last point with this, I am praying that the truth come out, and the truth will come out, because once the courts get involved, we will find out who is really the corporate, who is really the evil person, who is evil, who is manipulating, and it could be both. It could be both, or they both, or one could be innocent, or one could not be innocent. But we will know, because when the Williams situation came out, obviously, Wells Fargo froze the accounts for possible abuse, for financial abuse. And then it went to the courts. Literally, it went to the courts. And when it went to the courts, that is when they said, okay, we need a conservative. And obviously, it was so much type of abuse that they didn't even give it to her son. Typically, they would try to give it to a family member, your son or your brother. They didn't even trust the family. They got it outside the family. So you got to be really careful. So we will see how this stuff will go on and play out in the future. Again, it's really, really sad to see our elder, someone that we grew up with, our parents and our grandparents loved, and we watch Good Times all the time. And to see this go the way that it's going is very disturbing. And we yet praying that the truth come out. And it's so sad. Hopefully the siblings can get their life in order and really, really come together as siblings, because this is just crazy. This is crazy, man. Siblings fighting over their father. And one recording them, one doing a GoFundMe, one want to do interviews, get paid to do interviews. This is just really, really sad. But people would do things. They'd be desperate for some money. And money is just is a root of all evil. For the love of money is the root of all evil. And I've seen it. I've seen money tear families apart, especially when that family member passes and they feel like mama or big mama got money. Yeah. It's just really sad. All right. Really, 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 really sad. All right, Stacey, y'all head over to YouTube. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, that's really, really sad. It just, but I've seen people do it. I've seen people take advantage. It was a resident that was at a place that I worked at many, many years ago, and her son never paid the money. And wasn't paying a nursing home, stopped paying a nursing home. So they kicked her out. They suspect possible abuse, but because she was in her mind, she decided, oh, it was okay. I want to live with my son. So they released her out of the place, our son, and it was a disaster. He didn't take care of her right. She came back with sores, and dumped her. All her assets was gone. He used all of it, and the only thing she had left was her Social Security. It's really, really sad, man. But people will take advantage of their elderly parents. It is so real. Like, you think it won't happen. As many different people got elderly parents live with them, and they rarely do for them. You know what I'm saying? They will take advantage of their elderly parents. Like, it is what it is. I've seen it happen. It would be some that rarely would bring their elderly parents groceries. Your mom, you got to eat. You over the finance. She can't go to or he can't go to the store. You got to bring it, and you bring it when you get ready, and you don't really bring all the tissue and paper towels and the food, because especially if you have parents that eat 3 meals a day, if they eat, You know, they got to eat 3 meals a day. You know, it's a lot of work. And that's why these facilities charge a lot of money, because you're feeding them 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, 7 days a week. And that's a high grocery bill. Then you got lights, then you got water, then you got gas. You got all of these type of moving components that are going around. So you have to be very careful. You know, you really got to know what you're doing. And most of these people, they don't want to spend the money because they feel like more money I spend on her, less money I will have when she go and pass away. That's what a lot of these some of these children believe in, which is very sad, and it's greatly disturbing to see this that is going on. So we are praying for this John. I'm praying for him. Man, I'm just, yeah, it's so sad, man, because he's such a legend. He just got some effed up children. You know what I'm saying? That's effed up children. And it's just really sad. I'm just sitting here just observing. I'm like, man, like, you supposed to spend that life 81. Well, how old is he? 83. You supposed to spend your 80s. That's your prime. Like, that's your golden years. You be at the most peaceful thing, and yet you got to talk to lawyers. You got to report. You got to get recorded. You getting exploited, and it's so sad. And hopefully he have other family members that can speak up, or the courts that can speak up, because this is sad. And now we as the public, we all got to say something too, like, and talk about this and have this discussion. Thank God he's alive. You clearly can see that he's in his right mind. But even though he's elderly, and I don't think he know everything that is going on, and I think that he needs somebody there that really have his interests, his best interests at heart. So we definitely are going to talk about that in the future when more information come out. So hopefully we'll get something soon. But like I said, his daughter did make a post. She deleted it. So it's a lot going on with that family right now. Like, it's a lot. I believe she's throwing out digs at the father. I mean, at her brother. And then the brother's denying allegations with the sister. Let me see if I can find his post, because he talked about the GoFundMe. Let me see. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on, because it's playing music. Okay, all right. That's post set. CNN. Okay, post the CNN post. Okay, give me a second. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Okay, this was another thing that's being said. Someone said, "Hey KC, it's been a long time, brother. Glad to see your dad doing better. If you need my assistance, please let me know. I personally witnessed your sister tried to frame you in 2009 with calling adult protective against you when you were taking care of your mom. Also know that she's stating you didn't take care of your mom, which I know was a lie. I was there. You already know the crap she did to me and so many others. I'm more than willing to talk to authorities on your behalf because I've witnessed this behaviors for years, and I know the route to get whatever money she can get. Please give me a call or text if you need any assistance." Okay. Yeah, this is good confirmation. This is definitely a theory of the sister is dragging the brother's over the money, and she want complete control of the finances. And it seems to me that this has been going on. If this has been going on since 2009, this is when I graduated high school. So this has been going on over 10 years. This is a lot of stuff that is going on right now. And we are definitely going to pray. I'm definitely going to pray for tonight in this regard, because it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? This is literally a lot that is going on in this situation. I'm just looking at this, and it's a lot. It's literally siblings fighting over, not because just love of the father, but also because the father got a bag, and they know he don't got that much time left. Who's going to inherit that money? Yeah, then he got that much time left, and it's about like who's going to inherit the money. Maybe he's scared to speak up. I don't know if someone needs to step in. I believe so. The son always quick to pick up and record something. It's not right. I mean, it's a lot that's going on. It's a good point. Maybe he felt retaliation. So be nice to your kids. It's really something. I'm saying in here after that tax free, depending upon how much money you put into the account every month, or however frequently you can. That only makes it grow, setting it up for retirement. And good for my siblings. I had never had that problem when our mother was alive. I called when he said I wasn't in the hospital of anything that happened recently, other than the water retention, maybe in the reading too much into it. But to me, it sounded like he's covering up the abuse. Yes, I'm so glad you brought that up. Everyone should be thinking about tomorrow. Look into both to an IRA. Imagine having a savings account on steroids, but you can't access it until you're 59 and a half. Working on from home. Okay, I see y'all in here. This is a lot. This is really a lot. So we're gonna pray that God expose the truth. He gonna do it. I believe God gonna do it. I believe God is going to expose the truth. All right, he's gonna expose it. Now, Apollo, we dropped the story on WileyTheTroll.com. And Apollo, to me, it's a lot with Apollo. So they're saying right now with Apollo that he's trying to get off of probation early, and he's still owed. So we put this out on the website on yesterday, and it said the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Phaedra Parks' ex-husband, Apollo, still owes $1.9 million in restitution to fraud victims. All right. Apollo, the former husband of Real Housewives of Atlanta star Phaedra Parks, is trying to get out from under his 5-year probation, but according to Radar Online exclusive report, the federal government disagrees and believes he still poses a concrete danger. Apollo has filed an official request with the court asking to have his probation terminated early, but prosecutors are objecting because he still owes the majority of the $1.9 million restitution that was reported a part of his sentence. That for wire fraud, the government said Apollo must pay back the money to victims before they consider allowing him off probation. It is clear Apollo has a long road ahead of him before he can be free and clear his probation. Red Online will continue to keep track of the case and report any further developments. Now, I didn't know he still owed the $1.9 million, but typically I'm not shocked. I thought it was all over, but it looked like he didn't pay hardly nothing. You know, I know at one point he was going to do the working out. He was going to try to work out in the gym. He was going to do the thing, but that's a lot of money. That's close to $2 million, and you have to pay it. Anybody know you cannot go out and get off probation if you still owe restitution? Not going to happen. When we were on probation, we owed restitution. We had to pay back the library. So we couldn't get off. But once we paid off the library, once we paid off, we completed all the programs. We was able to get off early because all programs, everything that was in the deal, we have done it and done it early. So when we filed the motion to get off early, we was granted that early release because we completed everything that the courts told us that we must complete, and we completed it almost 2 years early than the deadline. We completed it extremely early, and we were able to file with the courts to get off of it. I think Apollo did not do that. He decided to get on this probation. He agreed to this deal and didn't pay the victims. And I'm assuming he think that he could just rush through the courts. No, you have to pay that money back. The prosecutors are not going to allow you off scot-free if you didn't pay that money back. And you owe $1.9 million. So again, we post this on the site. Many people were saying in the comments, they were saying, you know, he don't have it. He would never pay this. It doesn't matter if you don't have it or not. You have to complete that goal with the courts, or you will continue to be on probation. Now, being on probation is rules. You can't get high. You have to get permission from your probation officer. You may get denied travel. You have to check in. The probation officer can go to your house anytime. You have to let the courts know where you're going to move. You have to keep a job, and they can go to your job to make sure that you're doing right. Some type of jobs you can't get because of the crime that you commit. So it's et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's just like you're in prison. You still have somebody that's watching over you. You're just not behind closed doors. But obviously, when he did wire fraud, He literally almost owed close to $2 million, and he can't even pay it. He can't even file bankruptcy and get that erased out of get them off of him. If you go to bank, we can't do that because that's not covered under the bankruptcy law. So he gotta go through that, and it's sad because I don't feel sad for him. I feel sad for his sons. You know what I'm saying? Because they're older now and they have to wake up into their dad being in the media, and then now people are going to go to him and say all type of stuff. And it's just it's really, really sad that all this stuff going to go up. Okay, it's just sad, man. It's just always sad because I do feel for his sons, but they have to wake up and read the blogs and see that their father is still out here destroying their name, and then they have to go to school and the children making fun of them, saying, you know, look at your dad. He's a criminal. He's out here committing these crimes. He didn't pay the money. He's going back to prison. They have to deal with that. It's just all around just sad. It's just all around sad. Because you didn't have to do wire fraud. You know, you could have had a very lucrative career. You were on television. You could have become an author. You could have been a public speaker. You could have been a personal trainer. You could have done all those things you're trying to do now. You could have did the better. But people get addicted to doing these crimes. They get addicted of, you know, doing crime. And then they get caught. You're not going to, especially when you're on television, it's going to catch up with you. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it. If you do the crime, in some instances, you have to do the time. In this particular case, you know, it's not a violent crime. It's a white-collar crime, I believe, because it's dealing with finances. But still, it was a lot. And they may give a pass to this white counterpart than you because you're black. So, again, we're going to keep y'all updated on it. We posted this on the website. Make sure y'all go check it out. But, again, Apollo, you did this to yourself. You did it to yourself. You know what I'm saying? You literally did this to yourself. You have nobody to blame but you. And I don't believe you did it by yourself. I believe you covered up for Phaedra. I do believe Phaedra did this fraud too, but you didn't want him to get locked up at the well. So, you know, it's just so sad. He should have get Todd and Peter to help him pay it since they were so invested in his criminal history. They ain't gonna pay that. Not Peter. Nope. Peter ain't paying that, nor is Todd got anything to do with it. They ain't gonna deal with that at all. And I think he has some in their garage. If I'm not mistaken, did Apollo have some stuff in their garage? Or was that in Peter? I think it was in Todd's garage. Yeah, I think Phaedra knew that was going on. I believe she knew it. And I believe he didn't want her to go down for it. But I believe she knew about it. I believe so. They said I believe Phaedra knew about it. They said he had his motorcycle in Tiger. Oh, he had his motorcycle in Tiger. I knew he had some in his garage. Okay, I remember that. Somebody hid somebody's. Okay, he hid his garage. Okay, yeah, I remember that. Okay, they was mad about that. Oh, okay, he hid his motorcycle in the garage. Okay, I knew it was something like that. Okay, let's move on. I knew it was something. I knew it. It was in my bones. Okay. All right. Saucey Santana. Now, Saucey Santana getting dragged right now because he was performing and he said, I'm gonna beat you, I'm gonna come and beat up your sister. Let me see if I can find that. I don't know if I saved it. Man, he said something. I want to see if I saved it. I gotta see if I saved it, y'all. Hold on. Because he said, I'm gonna come and beat up your sister. Let's see. I don't know if I saved it. Let's see. Oh, right here. Okay. So this is what Saucey Santana said. Give me a second. Okay. I want y'all to hear what he said because he was getting dragged. So I saw this on my good friend Kyle's blog. So I want to repost this and play it and let y'all hear it. All right. This is what Saucey Santana said. Press play.
Your mama house to fight your sister, bitch. And I'm pulling up to your mama house to fight your sister, bitch. And I'm pulling up to your mama house to fight your sister, bitch.
He said, and I'm pulling up to your mama house to fight your sister, B-word, okay? That is exactly what he said. Now, it's many different things. He didn't say, I'm going to pull up to your sister house, pull up to your mother house to fight your brother. He want to fight the woman. You not a female. Okay? Cut it out. And then the caption of this post, this was the caption. Okay? Let's see what the caption was at. Okay, let's take his picture down so y'all can see this caption. They said this: Saucey, you is a boy, BBL or not, fight the brother. That was said. Okay. So many people are dragging him in the comments. So let's go into these comments and read it. Okay, one of the comments said, this was what Santana said. He said, LOL, non-neighborhood talk. Y'all are doing good. I don't fight women. Never have in my life. I'm entertaining, though. That's why the crowd cheered me on. I posted a clip days ago on my IG. Y'all could have pulled it from there and not a Stan account. Okay? They said, you a boy. They put laughing emojis. They said, cheering for this is very weird behavior. Society is doomed. They said, wild-ish. They said, he a man. He's a stop there. He would never be a woman. Like, these are the comments that they were saying in there. And, of course, it is what it is. So, you know, it's really something. They said he thinks it's cute or not. And you a whole man with a beard. They said, now, if a random woman bodybuilder punch him in the face, that would be the same as Suki. They said, is it a song? I don't know if it's a song, chat. All I know is went viral because I'm not a huge Santana fan. I'm not a huge Santana fan. I like wow. I like that song, but I'm not a huge Saucey Santana fan. But he posted that and he was getting dragged. They said he think it's cute. All right, that's a shame. Laughing emoji. They said war on women. And Crystal said laughing emoji. So people are laughing. So let's move on. Okay. I don't know what. You go get dragged. And the blogs, they're messy too because they only post Saucey Santana when he's getting dragged to get him to get dragged. They don't even post him. They don't even post him when he got like music out. Like they only post him to get dragged. They said, now I think of random women. Okay, I see y'all. All right, let's move on. Saucey, get it together. All right. Now we're gonna get into our last topic here. We're gonna talk about the one and only Cardi B. All right. So I want to talk about Cardi B. Everybody has been dragging Cardi B. She trends the most on my timeline. And people are saying, you know, Cardi B is upset. Cardi B, this is the narrative they're saying. Cardi B is only famous because of the hate of Nicki Minaj. They only support her out of spite of Nicki. And I think that's a bunch of bullcrap. People support Cardi B because she makes good music. I'm going to say it again. We support Cardi B because she makes good music. Cardi B catalog is incredible. Her first debut album is iconic. Her features is iconic. Her song that she did with Megan Thee Stallion, WAP, is iconic. She's in the Guinness World Records for having the #1 album for going platinum, I believe. And also beating for spinning, like she went #1 on the Billboard since Lauryn Hill. That's been years for her to do that. And she sold millions. Most of the songs on there is gold, almost platinum or better. Cardi B music is definitely incredible. And she made great songs. I think that, you know, and also she's more nice than Nicki Minaj. They say that Nicki Minaj is very mean, very a mean woman. And they said Cardi B gets along very well in the industry. She's very likable in the industry, and she's more so a people's person on her social media. Her social media presence is stronger than Nicki Minaj because Cardi comes from that social media era. Like she comes from television, Instagram made her, but you cannot say that anymore. But you also got to add, she make great music. Some people are just known just on social media. They don't make great music. They're just popular on social media. That's not the case for Cardi. Yes, she's popular on social media, but the woman makes great music. She makes awesome music. Her songs are incredible. Every single song, most of the songs that I've heard from her, I'm such a fan. Be careful, be careful. Okay. All right. I like every song. All right. I love her feature that she did with Lotto. Very good feature. So again, we are fans of her show. We are fans of her music. And I think that we will continue to show love of her music. A lot of people don't like her music. A lot of people are lying. Yes, you could be fans of Nicki, and you also could be fans of Cardi. Now, you can't do that if you are a Stan account. A Stan account, you got to be extremely biased. You know what I'm saying? A Stan account is you got to be, you really got to be fans of that particular artist. It was one Stan account that was giving praises to Doja Cat, and she was blocked by Cardi B. You know, you have to be biased. You cannot be impartial and be a stan for Nicki or Cardi. You can't. You can't be a type of stan account where you say, "Oh, I like this Nicki Minaj song," if you represent a stan account for Cardi, which is sad, but that's just how society is. I think that a lot of these fans are liars because they go behind closed doors and they pretend like, "Oh, I don't listen to none of Cardi does," but then Cardi's song come on, you start dancing. It's okay to like both artists. Like, why put yourself in a box just to like one artist? I like them both. I like all type of female rappers. I don't just follow one. My Spotify and Apple Music, I have both. It's a whole range of songs I listen to. Nicki songs, Cardi songs, Queen Latifah, Lil Kim, Remy Ma, Dream Doll. I love Dream Doll. Very good. Dream Doll is very beautiful. Make good record. I love her plastic album. Kaya music. I love that. Kane Wayne with it. You know what I'm saying? My Neck and My Back. I love all the type of songs. Can't Trust No N-Word. Like, I just go, the list goes on and on and on. I like some records of the City Girls. I love that. So again, I'm a fan of just music. I don't get, and these are like younger fans that are pretending to be these stands. Like, I just know, like, when a song, if you're in a club, you ain't gonna not dance if a Nicki Minaj song come on if you're a Cardi fan. Vice versa, if you're a Cardi fan, you ain't gonna dance with Nicki Minaj. Like, come on, let's be real. A hit is a hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lotto make great music. Corey Ray makes great music. So again, I'm not going to sit here and just say, "Oh, I'm a fan of one and I don't like nobody else." No, just like I'm a huge fan of Brandy. But if a Monica song come on, I'm going to sing Monica records, and I'm going to dance to Monica records and sing loud. When I went to go see Monica last year, when she performed in Dallas, I was singing her records. I'm not, even though I'm a huge Brandy fan, I love me some Brandy. I think Brandy is an incredible artist. But I'm just not going to just sit here and just support Brandy and then, okay, I ain't going to listen to no other R&B act because I'm just, no, why would I limit myself like that? Music is powerful. It's so many artists that is out that we can listen to. Why would I just pick one artist and just stick with that one? That's stupid. Like, but on Twitter, the narrative is, "Oh, Cardi B don't have no real support," and that's a whole lie. That's a whole lie. Okay, that is a whole lie. Cardi B is an incredible artist. Nicki is an incredible artist. Both of them are incredible. And like I said in my previous video, when we were talking about if they were to drop an album, and whoever got the most album sales, that is who we're going to name the queen. So Cardi, you need to come out with a new album. It's been 5 or 6 years since your last project dropped, and you need to drop a new follow-up album, and that need to come out this year. The same thing, Nicki Minaj dropping her album this year. And let's see who sell the most records, and that will let the world know who is the queen. That will let the world know. Whoever sell the most records, that will let us know who is the queen. Okay? All right? So just like everybody that that watch our show and support our show are not just a bar. We have people all over that support and watch whomever. That listen to whomever that watch the show. We're not a stand page of the bar. Some days I'm with Nicki, some days I'm against Nicki. Some days I'm with Cardi, some days I'm against Cardi. It all depends upon the weather and the topic of the day and what do they post. Currently, I like both women. You know, they both have been really, really. I mean, what was that? Put it up the sleeve, Remy sleeve, Red Ruby sleeve, and then also you got the whole song, "Put Me Out of Plastic," brand new. I like that record, the remix that Cardi B got. So both artists been going, and this is good for the fans because competition is real heavy out there in the streets. And then also you got Lotto is up right now, so it's always changing. At one point, it was Glorilla dominating. Now it's moving really quickly. And still to this day, Cardi B is still more relevant today than she ever been. Nicki Minaj is still more relevant and been in this game for over 10 plus years. So it's a lot of artists out here that is producing great records. All right. Great records. And features are great because features keep you relevant. And a good record is a good record. It is what it is. So whatever. I love them all. All right. I love whoever got a good record, love them all. When whoever drop a good album, and I'm gonna buy both. If they were to drop a project the same day, I'm gonna buy both and listen to both. I'm just not gonna buy one. All right, I'm gonna save my money up and buy both records. All right, go to iTunes, buy it to be in my phone and listen. If they got the vinyl album out, I will buy the vinyl album out as well. All right, so let's open up the phone lines and y'all let me know what y'all got to say regarding any of these topics. Let me post a number in here. Give me one quick second. I'm gonna post a number in here. All right. I think I got the number on the. Oh wait, let me post it on the screen. One quick second. Let me post it on the screen here. Let me post it on the screen here, and then we will get it started. Let me post it on the screen here. And then we will get this thing started. All right. All right. Let me go to that. If y'all want to call in really quickly, we up early. Then we're going to be back live today as well. We just come early because these are the topics I was going to talk about yesterday. I said, hey, we'll talk about it today. But then we will get this. So we're started. Now, we talked about a lot today. We talked about Sukihanna. We talked about John. We talked about Cardi. We talked about Casanova. We talked about Saucey Santana. We talked about all of these people today. And so if you want to call in and give your side of the story today, you are more than welcome to call in. We're live on this lovely Friday. All right, 972-674-9462. All right. I see y'all in here, 972-674-9462. Okay. We see y'all in here. Anybody want to call in? If Nicki and Cardi was to drop an album today, who are you supporting? Let me know if you can call in. Let me know. Let's do a poll really quickly. Nicki or Cardi? If Nicki and Cardi were to drop an album today, who are you supporting? Nicki, type Nicki Minaj, or type Cardi B. If Nicki Minaj and Cardi B were to drop an album today, you could only pick one out. If you could pick one album, who are you buying today? Nicki or Cardi? Type it in the chat. Nicki, I want to see what you. Hey, you're live on the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
Oh, yes, I can hear you.
Go ahead.
So I was calling about Saucey Santana. I'm not entirely sure what the outrage is. We all know that Saucey Santana speaks from a female perspective when he talks, when he raps, when he's online with Carisha Please. So I feel like people are trying to make a big deal out of nothing. He's been a target for a while. So I don't know what that is about. And to your question about Nicki or Cardi, I'm supporting both, and I'm allowed to do so as a fan. I will not allow their fan bases to try and bully me to one side or the other. I think they're both talented, but for sure, I enjoy Nicki Minaj's music more.
All right. And I think to piggyback on the Saucey Santana piece, I think that a lot of times they come for Saucey Santana is because he's a man with a beard.
For sure.
Yeah.
He does. I mean, we can't judge him off of his looks. If that's the way that he chooses to express himself, let him do that. Either you like him or you don't. But it feels like people are really trying to paint a narrative for him, and he has a hate train.
Yeah, because he have a wig and makeup and lipstick, lip gloss, and that's and then also he also, a lot of people say he sounds like Carisha Please. He's a Carisha Please like sidekick, and I think that he need his own identity. And I always say he need to pull it back from Carisha, and I think that he picks up Carisha beefs. Like he started dragging Nicki Minaj unfollowed him. Then he started dissing her just to pick up that. I think he should have stayed neutral, because that Nicki Minaj feature could have helped cultivate his career to the next level. But because he's picking up other people's beefs, and I don't believe that Carisha would pick up his beef. I believe it was stupid. It was a bad business move. I believe that he should have literally stayed neutral and stayed out of it. That was typically women business, and he decided to pick a side, and now he got to unfollow from Nicki Minaj. And that could have, and Nicki was the one that did his challenge, the walk challenge, and so I think he should have just stayed neutral in that regard. Me personally.
I can sort of agree with that, but they were friends before industry, right? So I feel like Saucey was not thinking about the business piece. He probably should have, but they were friends. They are real friends, not just industry friends or, oh, I met you on a party friends. They were friends before this. So for my friend, I'm taking up for my friend. I mean, that's just how it is in real life, right? But then you talk about it from an entertainment perspective and business perspective. Maybe he should have, but he led with friendship. And if I was Carisha, I would appreciate that. But he also, I don't know that he will go any further. Like you said, he has kind of created a lane within that city girl kind of, fan base. But if that's what he chooses to do, I like him. I like his music. I don't like everything he does. The beard is confusing, but it's him. So I'm not going to judge. But I get where you're coming from as well.
Yeah, because you got to understand business. And he's trying to get a foothold in this business. And he also was offered to be on Carisha Plea's show, and he turned it down, according to him. He's suffering right now musically. He's not on the charts. He's not selling out a tour. He not have went on a tour with his name as the headliner. He's performing at festivals. When the last time have he charted? If so, if he charted, and he never had a top 10 hit, a top 5 hit, a top 20 hit, or a top 30 hit. He never went gold, never went platinum. So what I think for him, he needs to pull out his own identity and stop chasing a woman's identity, because you're sending mixed signals. He need to pick a side, and I do believe he need to cut. He could be friends with Carisha and all that, but jumping on her lives, picking up her swag, it is not working for him. He's becoming a joke.
I believe
he's becoming a major joke in the business, even on the blogs. And I just feel as though, he got to pick a side. And musically, I believe the songs that he make will be a greater song if a female were to do those same records. If a female were to do Walk, it probably wouldn't win in the top 10. I just think maybe he would be a better writer than a performer. Everybody ain't meant to be a performer. I think that Saucey is just not one of those guys to be a performer. I think that he would be greater as a writer than to actually perform those records. Most of the records that he performed, Material Girl, most of the records that Welcome Like a Dog, most of the records he made would have really, really been great on the charts if a female would have done those records.
Yeah, I agree with you. And most of his songs now are mainly like Florida type music, which is for a specific area. The Walk and Walk Them Like a Dog were more mainstream. So I do think that his star is kind of dwindling a bit. I think he made a real big mistake with the Blue Ivy comment and not looking to apologize, that was just a dumb business move.
It was
If you're
very
in the
dumb.
industry.
And he can't afford to make those type of dumb moves because you are a man, feminine, wearing women hair, women nails, women makeup, and you're alienating the major fan base that buy music, which is women. And so his base is not even strong. He don't even have a strong black base. He's very, he just don't. And when that Blue Ivy piece, he didn't want to apologize, which was stupid. He should have. And that's because he's falling behind these messy women that is really not his friends. He's just a prop. He's just a sidekick. They're really not friends because when they did Carisha Please, and maybe I'm looking too into it, but it was a video that came out and they were saying that he was having sex with this guy. And they say it was him and he had a sex tape. And Carisha and them would say, oh, that's my friend. Oh, yeah, my friend did it. They were saying that he did it. And he got mad. But if that was truly your friend, before they make a post like that, they will call you and say, hey, man, is that really you? What's our point of attack? And they just went on and greed him and JT and all of them. And then he got Carisha together about that. He said he felt some type of way because those women are not really your friends. They're really not. They just use you because they just want a gay. Because he started out as a makeup artist. Something he started out doing their hair or makeup. Some he did. I think, was he a makeup artist or hair? I think he was a makeup artist. So that is it. I don't think there truly are really friends like that. I don't believe it. I also believe that Santana really need to go back to the drawing board because it ain't working for him in the career. And then when he go to these prides, he gets in fights. That's why he stopped going. Every time he used to go to the clubs and everything, he would be in fights. You remember one time this same guy got shot because he thought that he was a female, start twerking on the men and doing too much, and they popped him. One in the Florida club. It's like because you really believe that you're a woman. That's what you believe, but we know in the black community that they're not with that. They might be with you privately behind closed doors, but publicly, the black community is not that progressive when it comes to that lifestyle. Let's be real.
Yeah, I agree.
You can't be twerking in a club with the thugs doing all that. You just can't do that. Oh man. You go on that table and start twerking like that and see what's gonna happen. You may not even live to tell the story again. So I just think that he got a lot of work, and then he's obese. So he got a lot of things. He got a lot of things in society that is totally against him. Even Lizzo, but Lizzo is talented and she's a woman. But this guy, obese, no neck, beard, makeup, extra feminine, and talking about he want to beat up a woman. Like, that is just not good at all. And when he's getting dragged, and let's be clear, the neighborhood talk is run by a feminine man. They could have easily annoyed the post, but they do it because they know once we make a post about him, we know we're going to get people in these comments and they're going to drag him.
Yeah, they definitely use him for engagement, but I'll let you go, Wiley. I do want to say thank you for the entertainment. You are one of my most favorite entertainers on YouTube.
Thank you.
I look forward to your live later on today.
Thank you. Enjoy. Love you. Thank you. The same why Bobby Lights didn't make it. Because Bobby, great singer. But you do OnlyFans. You get stuff, seed in your face. You drink it like you're drinking a Coca-Cola bottle. You busting it wide open. You sending these mixed signals. You know what I'm saying? And his career never got off the ground. Don't nobody check for him. Then you do a lot of cocaine stuff. Never get off the ground. Then you get in a car with a blogger. Y'all get in a massive accident because y'all want to chase each other down, getting in all his debt. And his career never got off the ground as a singer. Got dropped by all labels that picked him up. They dropped him like a bad habit. And now he's trying to say, I'm going to do music independently, meaning that ain't nobody going to buy it. Okay? Then you got dragged by Kaya. Kaya dragged him, and it hurt his career bad. The same thing with Santana. So, because Lil Nas X, he played his cards right. He played it right. Number one, he's in shape. Number two, he's talented. Number 3, he waited to come out of the closet until he had a number 1 hit till he built up a fan base. Okay, now I can come out. He played his cards right. He's attractive. He bring attractive guys in there, and they rally behind him. Most people is ashamed of the Saucey Santana because he would be the person on Jack, and we will put on in the bio, no fat, no films, no ugly. He won't get hit up on Jack like that. So he have to use that. He do get a lot of great looking guys only because they want him for clout, is because he's popular. Most of the people that he dealt with is aspiring models, rappers, and singers themselves, because they want to be taken on to the next level. So of course they will date him and be with him just to cultivate their career in the industry. But they don't really want him because they just want him because of his celebrity status. And he knows this deep down inside. All right, Wiley, he was twerking, or he was not twerking on a guy. I can't read. He was doing some type of twerking. Some say he was twerking on a man. That's what when my sources say he was twerking on the man. They say he was extra drunk and twerking on a man and everything. That's what I heard. Okay, that's what I heard. Could be wrong. Your next ex, you can call in. Maybe you can correct me, sir. You can correct me, but I heard he was twerking on a man, trying to be a stripper. And he went outside, poo poo pam pam, poo poo pam pam. Okay, that's what I heard. I could be wrong, but I heard he was twerking on a man. Okay, they said Samsung is all the way out of shape, Harry. Like, oh, talking about Samsung. All right, y'all. Little black boy, you're beautiful. Thank you all so very much for the callers today. God bless you. To the caller today. Thank you all so very much. This was a good live today. We will take them down really quickly. We'll take the number down really quickly. Also, we're going to make another announcement. Again, Vegas is coming up, you guys. I will be checking the email today. So if anybody sent me an email today, you will receive one today as well. So I'm available to answer your questions. We are definitely going to post the flyer on the screen here so y'all can see it. For those that are watching me on your television screen, on your phone, give me a quick second here. Here we go. So make sure y'all go and RSVP, please. October 6th to the 9th. That's the first weekend in October. The weather going to be beautiful. And that's why we chose October. If you want to RSVP and come through any questions, please go to email us at WileyShowProductions@gmail.com. You can do it right now. WileyShowProductions@gmail.com. WileyShowProductions@gmail.com. Okay. Thank you all so very much. We will be going back live today. Got a couple of more errands to run, and we'll be back live today. Again, we will make it on. We will post it on the community wall, and we will post it on Station Head. All right. All right. Wiley presented as if there was given unsolicited lap dance to the thugs. All right. What about Samsung? He a high man. Samsung are different. You know, Samsung is totally different. We'll dive into that in another episode. Samsung is totally different. Oh, that's a good subject. Let me write that in my notes. And I will break that up. But Samsung is totally different. Let me put that in my notes, child. Let me put that in my notes. Okay. Samsung is different. All right. Okay. Hey, everybody. I see y'all. They said, I see y'all in here. Did y'all like the video? Come on now. Tasha, how many likes we got in here? Can y'all like the video? It helped us in the algorithm. Like the video. Now, I need y'all to press 1 in the chat. Are y'all liking the morning shows? Can y'all press 1 in the chat? Are y'all liking the morning shows? Press 1. Are y'all liking the morning shows? Early afternoon shows? Press 1. If y'all liking the early afternoon shows, press 1. If you don't like it, press 2. Are you liking the early afternoon shows? Press 1. If you don't like it, press 2. If you like the early afternoon shows, press 1. If you like the later shows, press 2. If you like the press 1. Come on now. Let's get to 100 likes. Come on. Okay. Somebody said like all shows. All right. I love that. All right. All right. I love all shows. All shows. All right, give me a second. Midnight show is rough. I'm on the East Coast. Yeah. Late on the weekends. Yes, late in on the weekend. Okay, I like that. It's great for the work from home. Yes. I like that. I like that you're honest about that. I like that. I like that. There we go. All right. Let's see where y'all got it. Let's see. All right. Lots of the regression. Yes, she did. It's a dangerous thing to come out after you establish a family because people don't respond well. And yeah, I agree. But it worked. It worked for Lil Nas X though. It worked for Lil Nas X. It really did. It worked for Lil Nas X. All right. It really did. Thank you. All right. Thank y'all for liking the video. How we doing with the likes over there? Let us know. Come on, y'all. Click it. It really help us really quickly. All right. Thank you all that have liked it. All right. If you want to contribute to the show, $ Marquise Wiley 28, $ Marquise Wiley 28 is our Cash App. We also have a PayPal, Zelle Wiley Show at Gmail account. At gmail.com. Sorry. Wiley Show at gmail.com. Wiley Show at gmail.com. If you are sending Zelle. Okay. Yeah. All right. We got it together. All right. Let me know. Okay. That's Zelle. That's the Zelle. Wiley Show at gmail.com. And the Cash App is $ Marquise Wiley 28. All right. Thank you all for liking the video. We will see y'all later on today. And when we go live, we'll post it on the community wall. It will be before 10 p.m. 10 p.m. are usually like my later days. If I'm working, I do 10. But today I'm off, so it'll be earlier than 10 o'clock. All right. Little black boy, you're beautiful. Little black girl, you're enough. When times get hard, remember to put God first. And we will see y'all tonight for another video. Thank you all for your time, for coming on the show. Peace. Right.